are on page. Where are we? Wait a minute. What's happening? How come I cannot make it move? What happened to the page? Okay, wait a moment. The page is not responding. Right, so we are on page 12.
Okay, page 12.
Yep. Okay, so we discussed this one last week. You've heard the audio. People who are who agree and people who doesn't agree about the prenuptial agreement. Okay, so
Okay.
you've there are 5 callers. Some are the first one say it's a bad idea and the reason is not romantic. The second one is it's a bad idea again. It says too many details. Caller 3 says it's a good idea. And he or she thinks that couples learn to open up about their problems. Caller 4, it's a bad idea. He's a lawyer and he thinks it's not legal. And caller 5, it's a good idea. Because he thinks it will help the couple think carefully before they marry. Okay, so in your case, you agree, or it's a good idea, right?
Yeah, I'm agree. I agree. Yes.
Okay, why did you agree about it?
Um, let's one of the good way to to understand each other before the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we could discuss the more sensitive topic
Mm-hmm.
before the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's important. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, you agree for that one because you think that it will really help couples to have a strong relationship for
Yeah,
them to avoid something that the other one doesn't like.
yeah. So after class, last week, for this topic, I also discussed with my wife about the prenuptial.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I also told her about this content of this class. That
Mm.
before you say prenuptial agreement, and then my wife told me, this only happen on the rich people. For me and my wife, we are growth on the not much not rich family, so we don't have this kind of problem.
Right.
Yeah.
For for some, yeah, these are good for rich people. But for some, even though they're not that rich, maybe a well-off family, in the middle, they still have this kind of prenuptial agreement. Yeah, what kind of prenuptial agreement is this? This is something that they would like to do on with regards to their relationship, with regards to the household chores, um, what time do they need to sleep, all right? So this is a kind of prenuptial that doesn't depend on money.
Yeah, yes, the money is important. I also discuss with my wife, if we have a chance to edit the prenuptial agreement.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things, or what kind of item, or what kind of topic we would like to edit?
Mm.
So most of all, most is related to the money.
Uh-huh.
Like for example, if we buy a new house, so how much money I need to pay and how much money my wife need to pay.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
that can help us to have the responsibility
Mm-hmm. I
to
agree.
like this.
I agree. All right. So, everything should be done in half. Okay. When it comes to money, financially, if you're both actually working, then it will be fair to both of you to pay for it. Okay. All right. Let's have now the next lesson. So we have here organize. So
Okay.
step one is organize. Integrate listening one and two. Okay.
Okay.
So
By the way, one thing I would like to learn from you in the traditional in Chinese or in Taiwan,
mm-hmm.
in last generation, the men are always to earn the money outside, and the women are always to stay at home to teach the kid and to cooking to householder something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So normally in the last generation, buy the house, any money is related to the man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how if it is in the same in the Philippines.
Well, it really depends. Okay. Because it's very difficult um to provide if only one person is working. Okay. Sometimes in some cases, husband will decide um for his family and not let his wife work anymore. But if it's if the woman is a career oriented and she's earning a lot, then it's okay um to work both. Okay.
Okay.
Like for example, I when regards with my friends, there are some of my friends they work, they both work. Okay. Some of my friends, she stayed at home and her husband is the one who works. She has
Okay.
three kids, so she's the one who's taking care of the kids. One of my friend, they're both they only one have one kid. Both of them works, but she works at home. Okay, it's a home based job. And then one of my friend, um she's earning more compared to his husband. Okay, so what happened is they decided together, and they decided that it will be better if my friend, who is the girl, will be the one to work and the husband will just stay home and take care of the kid.
Okay.
Okay, so it really depends on the situation, on and how you agree. Okay.
Okay. So your country didn't have this kind of culture. I mean, men the husband work outside and the wife take care the kid.
Before, I guess, yeah, it is practical, or it is kind of a tradition. But we are in the 21st century, and some women would like to earn more. Some women would like to have a career. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, it really depends.
Uh huh. Got it.
Alrighty, so going back to our lesson. So
Okay.
it says here, combine the ideas in listening one and two to write a list of arguments for and against prenuptial agreement. Note an example or explain each reason. Okay, so remember the listening that we have, one and two. Okay, so the listening two that you have, these are the reactions to the prenuptial. The listening one that you've listened to, these are what you've heard about um what do you call Karen and what is their name?
Steve.
Steve. Okay, so that is the listening one. Okay, listening one and listening two. You're going to combine it now. Okay, on what you have listened to. Okay? And then you're going to tell me arguments for prenuptial agreement, okay, and their examples.
Okay.
So you're going to write a list, okay, write a list of arguments for and against prenuptial agreement.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Listening. Let's listening one and two and in the audio page 137, right?
That is for listening to.
Or
Okay.
listening to. Okay.
The listening one is the audio where Karen and Steve is talking about the prenuptial agreement.
Okay.
Right?
So
So they give their information about why they like the prenuptial agreement.
okay.
Okay? So
Okay.
listening one, prenuptial agreement. Listening two, this is the reaction to the prenuptial agreement. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to list the arguments for and against the prenuptial agreement. And then you're going to give me example or reason. For example, that we have there is what did
One question. One question. One question is, I saw a layout to a table in the page 13. So both two table are the same.
Mhm. Well, if the first table is not enough, you have the second table.
Okay.
All right, or the first table is arguments for, and the second table is against prenuptial.
Okay.
Okay, so you may try to listen to it again, or if you have already the idea, you may try to type it.
Okay. Let me think. Excuse me. If I want to listen again, which audio I need to listen? A page. In the page 7, audio page 134, right?
If
Listening one. Okay.
are going to listen to it again, you're going to listen to page 134 for
Okay.
listening one.
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
2A. Listening 1. A prenuptial agreement. Page 134.
Welcome to Living Today, the show that examines modern-day issues that touch our daily lives. Today, we'll be talking about marriage and how to prepare for that big step of actually tying the knot. When most couples marry, they discuss some important issues in advance, like how many children they want or where they want to live. But most of the day-to-day details and problems of married life are worked out after the wedding. Not so with my guests today, Steve and Karen Parsons, who have a 15-page marriage contract that states the rules they must follow in almost every aspect of their married life. So, Steve, Karen, welcome to the show.
Page 135. Listen for main ideas.
Welcome to Living Today, the show that examines modern-day issues that touch our daily lives. Today, we'll be talking about marriage and how to prepare for that big step of actually tying the knot. When most couples marry, they discuss some important issues in advance, like how many children they want or where they want to live. But most of the day-to-day details and problems of married life are worked out after the wedding. Not so with my guest today, Steve and Karen Parsons, who have a 15-page marriage contract that states the rules they must follow in almost every aspect of their married life. So, Steve, Karen, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Nice to be here. So I'd like to start off by asking you what everybody is probably wondering. Why did you decide to write this agreement? I mean, you've both been married before, am I right?
Yeah, I've been married twice, and Karen was married once before.
And so we have some experience about what goes wrong in a marriage.
Right.
Okay, and that's why you wrote this contract?
Right.
Yes, we found that most problems happen because the spouses have different expectations about the marriage. We wanted to talk about everything, openly and honestly, before we started living together as man and wife.
Yeah. For example, everyone has their quirks. And we're all bothered by things that might not seem important to someone else.
Yeah.
Like it used to really bother me when my ex-husband left his dirty clothes on the floor. So we put that in the contract. Dirty clothing must be put in the laundry bag. And now Steve knows what my expectations are. And he won't be leaving his clothes on the floor, right, sweetie?
Right.
Well, I'm sure that some people hearing this report will think that this isn't very romantic.
Oh, no, we disagree.
Actually, we think it's very romantic.
Yeah, it shows that we sat down and talked and really tried to understand each other. A lot of problems occur in a marriage because people don't open up and talk about what they want.
That's so true. Now, when we disagree about something, we work out a compromise that's good for both of us. I'd much rather do that than get some romantic gift like flowers or candy.
Okay, so I have to say, some of these rules sound like a business agreement. Many of them concern money in some way.
Yeah.
Even the ones about having children. Let's see. Right here you say, after our first child is born, the partner who makes less money will quit his or her job and stay home with the child.
Right.
Well, now that's an interesting way to decide who will do the child care.
Yeah, it's unusual, but it really makes sense. We definitely want someone home with our kids.
Oh, yeah.
And if Karen is the main breadwinner at that point, why should she stop working? It'll be better for all of us if I stay home.
Yeah. And the reason that we put in so many rules about money is that in our experience, a lot of problems are caused by arguments about money.
Oh, yeah.
So we decided to make a budget every year. And we put that in the contract too.
Well, I'm curious. Do you spend a lot of time checking up on each other to see if the rules are being followed?
No, not at all. And we don't argue about them either.
No, as a matter of fact, I think we spend less time arguing than most couples because we both know what the other person expects.
Yeah, and we can spend our time doing things we enjoy and just being with each other.
What happens if one of you breaks a rule?
So far, that hasn't been a problem.
Nope, hasn't happened.
Because we've agreed on them already.
But what if, say, all right, here it says, Karen will cook the meals. What if you don't want to cook dinner one night? What happens?
Well, we'll work something out. Maybe there's a good reason, like she's sick or something. We can still be flexible.
Okay, but what if it happens all the time?
Well, then we have to ask, is this marriage really working?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, if we can't follow our own agreement, there's no point.
Oh, very
Very
true.
true.
So
So
it sounds
sounds
like you
like you
two are
two are
happy
happy
with
with
this
this
contract.
contract.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Now,
let
let
me
me
ask you,
ask you,
do you
do you
think
think
other
other
couples
couples
should
should
follow
follow
your
your
example
example
and
and
write
write
marriage
marriage
contracts of
contracts
their
of their
own?
own?
Well, it's a lot of work to write
write
something like this, but I
I
think
think
it
it
could be
could be
useful
useful
to a lot of people.
Yeah, and
I
I
bet
bet
there'd be
there'd be
fewer
fewer
divorces.
divorces.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
look,
look,
I
I
know we
know
have
we
a
have a
lot of
lot of
people
people
waiting to
waiting to
get
get
in on
in on
this
this
discussion,
discussion,
so
so
let's
let's
go to
go to
some
some
calls.
calls.
Hi,
Hi,
you're on
you're
the
on the
air.
air.
What do
What
you
do you
think?
think?
Hello, I have done.
Alrighty. Okay, so prenuptial or arguments we have here living habit. So dirty clothes has to put in the laundry basket. Okay, so they need to change this, especially if the man is always putting. Mhm. Wait a minute. Going back. So, do you hear me now?
Hello.
Hello. Mm.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, do you hear me now?
Yes, but it's unstable a little bit.
Mm. Okay, I wonder why. Because on my end, it's the connection is okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, so going back, um, so the arguments for prenuptial agreement, possible arguments for their prenuptial agreement that they try to resolve by having the agreement is their living habit. Okay, so example that you mentioned is dirty clothes that has to put into the laundry basket. Okay, so the woman has a
Yep.
previous experience that with regards to his ex-husband that it is putting their dirty clothes anywhere. Okay, so she doesn't want that thing to happen. That's why she made this kind of agreement. All right, open up. Any disagree item has to open up to discuss it. Okay, so when they have something they don't agree with or they need to talk about as much as possible they want to do it and discuss it right away. Okay? Kids care, a
Yep.
line who need to take care kid once they are born. Okay, so according to them, it depends who earns more. Okay, if someone earns more, then that is the one who will be the breadwinner of the family, and the other one will stay at home and take care of the kids. Next is budget. Okay, budget. All right, so list first before shopping or purchasing. List purge. Okay, so on this one, they need to list first what they need, and then with their budget, they will just spend they can actually what they really need. Okay, and then well, understand each other. Write down the expectation of each other. All right, so we'll understand each other. They need to understand one another with regards. What do you mean by that? Write down the expectation of each
After
other.
marriage.
Okay, write down the expectation after marriage. What do you mean?
For let's yeah.
Okay, write down the expectation of marriage. So for them to understand one another, they write what they would like to expect on their marriage. Okay. There is a question there. What if um something about cooking, that if someone doesn't want to cook, how is someone or how is the partner going to react on that one? Okay, so according to that one, if the partner doesn't want to cook, okay, instead of getting angry why she didn't cook dinner, why she didn't cook lunch, okay, the partner needs to know first, maybe um she or he is not feeling well, that's why he or she doesn't cook
Got it.
um the food, instead of having an argument right away. All right, so that is a good example of how they will try to um how they will try to resolve things. Okay,
Got it.
how about the listening to? Because everything is in listening one, right? How about the listening to? Have you listened to it?
For the listening to only two caller think that is good idea, and the others think that is a bad idea.
Okay,
So
did
for the bad idea, I think they don't have any argument for the prenuptial agreement.
mm-hmm. Okay. As a summary for that one, okay, why do you think others doesn't like prenuptial agreement?
Not romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Too many detail in life. Not legal. Something like this.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay, so that's how you organize the questions or the answers with regards to what you've listened to on audio 135. I think what is 135 and 139. All right, next is let's go to step 2, synthesize. Okay, so let's debate for the topic of prenuptial agreement. So one partner takes the pro position in favor, and the other partner takes the con or against. Okay, so use the information from step 1 to support your position. Okay, so one of us will be in favor and one of us will be against prenuptial agreement. Which one do you like? We are going to
Let me
have
think.
our debate.
Mm, Let me think. Question.
I'm sorry?
Hello?
Yep. So will you
Uh,
be in
yeah,
favor
yeah.
or against?
Uh, Favorite.
You will be in favor.
Favor?
In favor. It means you agree. You are pro.
Yeah, in favor, yes.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, so I will be against it. Okay.
Okay,
So you need to defend why you are in favor of it, and I will defend why I'm against it. Okay. So these are the useful
okay,
language that we can use. I support, oppose, prenuptial agreement because I'm for, I'm for, or I'm against. I think, I don't think, for example. Okay. So let me start it first. I'm against it. Okay. So I'm against prenuptial. Let's try to type it. Mhm. Okay. So I am against prenuptial
okay,
prenuptial agreement because um you are loving the person freely and not by the rules. Okay, so I'm against it because you are loving the person freely without any rules. That's why I'm against it. How about you? You are in favor because
okay. Wait. Mm,
okay, I agree with
okay.
you, but most of what is this?
Argue?
Okay.
Argue,
R
argue.
A R
ARGUO.
Yeah, that's right. GUE.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Argue.
Okay, source is because of money. That no well alignment. No well alignment. What do you mean by that?
Um, Something like um, like I want to buy the car,
Uh-huh.
but another one think the car is not important. You have to buy the house first.
Mm-hmm.
Or the someone I think you have to save the money first in a
Mm-hmm.
bank,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can use this money to do the investment.
Ah,
Don't
okay.
need to spend all your money first.
Mm-hmm.
You have to save the money. But other one I think the life is short, so you have to buy the something you like.
Exactly.
Yes, something like this. So most of the argue source is because of money. And yeah,
Okay.
and
All right.
I think another matter it called um the the perspective of value.
Okay. So we can say here, but most of the reason of argument is money. Okay. They money. Okay. They think that that someone needs to buy ah they argument. So most of the argument reason of argument is about money. One may think um so one may think that they need to save money, and the other will think that they need to buy things what they need right now. Okay, so one may think that they need to save money, and the other will think that they need to buy things what they need right now. Okay, so there's a conflict between the two, and that is the reason for an argument.
Money and the other needs they need to buy the things, but they need them right now. Yeah, okay.
Okay, all right. So, okay, when it comes to
Uh,
hmm
Excuse me. So for this long sentence, may I say that is different value, different style of value.
different style of value, value for what?
Oh no no no. Uh,
What do you mean?
style, different style of value.
Different sign of value. What do you mean? It doesn't make sense. What kind of value? What kind of sign is that?
Maybe I used the wrong wrong word or sentence to describe this long sentence. I just want to say the one thing some people think lay is good and some
Okay.
people think lay is not good.
All right.
So
So
how to use the one special word to describe it?
how they differ from how they value the money. Okay, there's a
Okay, how they
difference.
value the money or how
Yeah,
they value the stuff,
there's a different the
the
difference
stuff
on
or
how they value the money. The difference.
Okay.
Okay,
Different value of the money. Okay.
yeah, the difference on how
Okay, got it.
they
Different
value
value of money.
money. Okay,
Mm,
okay, all right.
right?
That's different. Yeah, the different value of money. Okay, so
Okay.
one will think, oh, it's easy to earn money. The other will think it's it's just a money. Okay, so ah, the other will think it's just a money. We can earn that. The other will think it's very difficult to earn money. That's why we are saving. Okay, so I agree on what you said that everything is about money. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm against prenuptial because when it comes to money, okay, uh, wait, I don't, mhm, wait, okay, so I don't think everything is about money. Okay, some are because of their attitude that they are having a hard time adjusting or compromising to one another. Okay, so all
Oh,
right.
okay.
So sometimes it's yeah, it's not
Mm,
about money.
okay. Some are because of their attitude, then they are having a hard time just. Okay.
All right. Okay, so any other pro?
Okay. Money is one of the
Okay, money is one of the a lot of things needed to allow for negotiating for marriage. First, like who to take care. Okay, money is one of example. A lot of things need to align to negotiate before marriage. Like take care, kid wants to have.
yeah, like it is.
Okay. All right. So who will be responsibility or who will be responsible?
Bank
Yeah,
okay, bank
when we buy the house. How to okay, how to manage Okay, how to manage well, okay, our income, so on. No, well, okay. It may be no well alignment or discussion. Okay. You may remove well here, so no alignment or discussion before marriage. It will be the thread of our marriage in the future once the topic I list above occur. You may also spend more time to argue it, even going to divorce. Alright, okay, I agree. Okay, so money is just one thing, but there's a lot of things that if you are not going to talk about, if you are not going to compromise or understand one another, it will end up, yeah, having this kind of divorce. Okay, very good. All right. So, any question with regards to this?
No.
Okay. So, we'll continue this one on Wednesday. Okay,
Okay.
the rest of this lesson. Okay.
Okay.
So that's all
Okay.
for today. Jason, thank you and have a good evening.
You too.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.